back to today's countertop. So today I have another wonderful recipe by banana bread. So this recipe is so good. I make it all the time and I've eaten it way too many times. And I added my own additions. I'll tell you more about that later. Now let's get started. Okay, so ingredients needed are 3 ripe bananas, like when no one wants them, vanilla, baking soda, baking powder, salt. I'm going to be adding cinnamon and nutmeg. This is completely optional. Nescafe, this is going to give it a nice flavor. Room temperature eggs, melted butter, flour, extra flour on the side. I'll tell you what to do with that later. Okay, so my additions are, she uses normal white sugar, but today I normally use dark brown sugar, packed, and she also uses hazelnuts. I'm going to be using toasted and chopped walnuts. Let's get started. Okay, so the first step was to mash your bananas. So I've mashed them. I'm going to set them aside. In my flour, I'm going to add in all the dry ingredients. So salt, baking soda, and baking powder. And if you're using cinnamon or any kind of spices, now's a good time to add them. Now I'm just going to mix them. And we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. Okay, so in my bowl, I'm going to add in my bananas. My eggs, sugar, and Nescafe, and the vanilla. Now I'm gonna add my paddle attachment. And of course you could do this by hand or you can use a hand mixer. Oopsies, forgot the butter. Now you're ready to mix. Okay, so after our wet ingredients are completely combined, I'm going to add in our dry ingredients. I like to add it half at a time so that when you mix it doesn't get everywhere. So after our batter is mixed, in a bowl, we're going to add in our add-ons. Again, you can add in whatever you like. And then a cool trick I learned from Khulud is to add in about a tablespoon of flour to your add-ons so that when you bake your banana bread, they don't sink to the bottom, like they stay swimming at the top. So we're going to mix this together. Okay, so now we're going to add in your toppings into the walnuts, into the batter. And then I reserved a little bit of my nuts to add on top. But of course this is before we put the flour. Now we're just going to fold it in. Okay, so now we're gonna get to baking. So I normally use these. They're so cute when they come out. They're like little roses. And I've never used this before. So this, since I always use this, I know they're gonna take about 25 minutes. And note that I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius. So you could use silicone mold or a cake pan. I'm gonna use this. So you're only gonna want to fill it halfway through since these rise. So you're just gonna fill them. I'm gonna fill them and I'm gonna get back to you. Okay, so I filled them. And now on the big one, I'm gonna add some walnuts. Now I don't wanna add on these because we're gonna flip them. So now I'm gonna bake them. I'll tell you how long these ones take after we take them out. So I'm gonna go bake them and I'll be right back. Okay, so my banana breads are out of the oven. These are the ones with the roses. Can we just admire how pretty they are? They're so good. Looks so good. And this is how we normally make it at home. As I said, it took us about 25 minutes. My big loaf, on the other hand, it took us about 15 minutes. I'd say about 50 minutes. As you can see, there's a big crack. It's okay. It's normal. And I've let it cool a little bit. It's still a little bit warm because who wants the banana bread? Not me. Yeah, so you can garnish it however you like. You can use cocoa powder, powdered sugar. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a chocolate ganache action. Now let's do it. I really hope I don't mess this up. So. And it's easier if you don't have any air in the back. Perfect. First try. I am sorry, but I cannot wait any longer. I had to rush my mom to take photos. So now let's just cut into it. Take a look. It looks so good. Smells even better. Now let's try it. Thank you, Khuda. This is so good. I wouldn't be able to live if I didn't have this. Please, please try it. Please, please, please. If there was one recipe in the world, try this, please. I'm going to eat this for breakfast tomorrow.